font on the quiz is particularly small tonight, and as an aging male, I may struggle with this. Professor MJ assigned Auston Matthews a C+ grade for the first quarter of the hockey year. What have you found most wanting in the current injured captain's game this season? His play driving, his play making, only 5 assists, or his general lack of physicality?
I'm gonna go play driving. $13 million player, one of the best in the National Hockey League, and usually he goes out there and dominates hockey games. Not a lot of games we sat on this panel and we didn't notice Auston Matthews, and there was quite a few this year. I thought he was alter his game without Mitch Marner and kind of be like that guy that would just take control and say, I'm going to take it to the net and be a dominant force. It really hasn't been that way for him.
Play driving for me as well, and for all those reasons that you said. And I just want to see more attack mentality in his game. Go one-on-one, push back coverage, and you're waiting for it. You're constantly waiting for it because there isn't a consistency to it. He's big, he's strong, he's dynamic, he's got a heck of a shot. He's got to find a way to attack.
Yeah, it's hard to pinpoint, so I'm going a bit off the board and saying style of play for everything that Jeff just talked about, right? We've seen Auston Matthews be the finisher in his career with the Toronto Maple Leafs, but we've also seen times where he has driven the play and he's done everything to generate the offense. Need more of that.
What is style of play anyway? Is that like...
I don't know.
He's got to adjust.
Quizmaster.
It's basically taking everything and throwing it into one thing so he doesn't look wrong to anybody.
That's
MoneyPuck.com now has 2-time Stanley Cup finalist Edmonton with a 22% chance of making the playoffs. What percentage chance do you give the Oilers of reaching the postseason? 22, 44, 66, 88. Nice round number, Cheryl.
66% for me. It's tough to go under 50 for me. Just thinking about, 29, that guy who can get things done, as well as 97, 58 points so far in 22 games. I think the defense is going to correct a little bit. I mean, obviously the goaltending hasn't been good, but if they can just measure up just a little bit, I think they're going to the playoffs.
I'm going off the board. I'm going with 0% for some recency bias.
0%.
Zero.
You can't give them 0%.
Jimmy, I'm a professional analyst, and I watched 2 games in a row in Buffalo and at Washington, and they were horrendous. They give up too many goals. They don't have the goaltending. I understand they have Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, but they're a mess right now. And every year they seem to do this, but I don't know if they get out of this one. It looks worse.
So if they make the playoffs, you resign, or what happens?
I don't care. I will resign.
That feels coached. That feels coached. That's what that feels like.
That is
0% is absurd. It's ridiculous. 88% is way, way too high. I agree with Cheryl. 66%. There's just too much top-end talent.
In overtime Tuesday, St. Louis was repeatedly in retreat mode, exiting the Leafs zone in full possession 6 times. The NHL should introduce a no-retreat rule that penalizes teams with a face-off in their own zone and no opportunity to change players if that happens. Thumbs up or thumbs down, Dregs, quickly.
Thumbs down. I barely even noticed it, to be honest. I mean, it's been discussed by the NHL general managers before, and it's never had any traction.
Thumbs up. How could you not notice it? St. Louis ruined overtime. Every team is noticing it, and it's terrible to watch.
Thumbs down for me, but I do think that there should be a retreat, but the center ice line should be the marker.
What, because you weren't on the panel the other night? You weren't actually watching overtime?
You didn't even watch the game.
Who wore it better on a night of first for Canadian Wonder Kids? Connor Bedard and Macklin Celebrini on Tuesday. Bedard with an A on his sweater for the first time, or a tarps-off Celebrini with a shark tooth necklace around his neck for the first time. Which one do you like?
Listen, as a 19-year-old, tarps off. No question about it. Listen, if I could have done tarps off back in my day in the women's game, I would have, but you can't do that in the women's game especially.
It's a good-looking necklace, though, is it not? Dregs?
I completely sidetracked. I think I was saying Celebrini and the shark tooth, but it's paying homage to Joe Thornton, right? He more or less invented tarps off.
I'm going to go Bedard with the A. It's very... I love the idea of the A. I had it for 1 game in Carolina, and then it was stripped off my jersey, so I have a ton of respect for Connor Bedard wearing the A for the Chicago.
We need something like a shark instead of this old thing. You can't get it with the 0%.
I'm not taking tarps off, though.
By the way, if you missed it off the top, Brian Hayes with us just to give good juju for the Leafs with his 3-0 record, evaluating that first period, evaluating the quiz. Mixed reactions, yeah. Gives it the old 6-7.